Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Welcome to another late night all-in-one special. This is one video, one take. We're doing this shit, and we're gonna play Priest. I'm on the coldest streak I've been on in a long time. I lost like 5 arenas in a row. Some of it to bullshit, some of it to my misplays. We start off with a trash pick, but who gives a shit? Let's take the Cold Light Oracle. It's the only playable card, and move on. Ascension Shieldmaster. Some taunt should be good. Scarlet Crusader's a good card. But let's take a Power Word Shield. It's nice to have one of those in there. Spellbreaker, good to have some silence. Ogre is nice to have. Thoughtsteal is good card draw, though. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's take the Thoughtsteal here. Oh, Jesus, that's terrible. Now I wish I'd taken the Boulder Fist Ogre. I don't want to take 2 Thoughtsteals. We'll take an out against weapons there. Here we'll grab some late game freeziness. I do like that card a lot. This is kind of like removal. I'll take it over a second Power Word Shield. Alright, we'll take a good 3-drop here, the Raging Worgen. And we have an epic. I like the Shadow Cabal Priest a lot. It's very, very good card advantage here. This is just an overpriced Grizzly for Priest. I don't really want that. This isn't great for Priests either because they don't deal damage with their hero ability, so I'll take a Windfree Harpy. This is getting a bit expensive here. I have to watch that. We'll take Fairy Dragon. Hard to remove. Annoying for mages. Nice Taunter here. Seems good. Well, we'll take a Boulder Fist Ogre now. This is a little bit heavy on the 6s, I have to admit. That's a bit scary. We'll take Pine-Sized Summoner here to try to maybe play some stuff out earlier. Shadow Word Death is nice to have against big things. Yeah, I should have Mind Control in your deck. Shattered Sun Cleric is great. 3-drop. We'll take another one of these for some taunt. Wow, we got a really good card here. So, Priests, unlike mages, don't have that many spells. And in fact, I'm going to take Defender of Argus for the buffing and the taunting. I think that's more valuable there. Do I take a 5th 6-drop? Well, I will over trash. Sucks that all this stuff is missing in the 5-mana column, but Mind Vision is a playable card unlike the other 2. Do I take 2 Pine-Sized Summoners? No, I'll take... Well, do I want more 3-drops? What do we got here? How many 3-mana creatures do we have? This doesn't count. We have 1, 2, 3. How many 2-mana creatures? 1 sometimes. 2, 3. So it's kind of the same. We'll take a Pine-Sized Summoner here. It would be nice to be able to play all this stuff. North Strike Cleric is a great 1-drop. Flesh Eating Ghoul... Sad to pass on that, but I think it's nice to have some 1-drops. Yeah, we'll take a Dark Iron Dwarf. Finally we have a thing. Alright, Frostpool Warlord has really been pissing me off lately. We'll take a Darkscale Healer, just so I can count on its stats. This is nice removal. I'll take it over the card draw, because I took Thoughtsteal. Shadow Form? Well, it's a tricky call here. I mean, everyone loves Shadow Form, but I mean, the problem is, you're going down a card, and you're spending 3 of your mana, which early in the game is a lot, to get a really good hero ability, but the thing is, as a priest, your hero ability is already really good. I think I'll take this. It's a creature, it could be a really big one, and it's I think, worth having. Now, ordinarily, I would take the Sunwalker. This is starting to be too many 6-drops. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6-drops. I think that's just too many. We'll take the Cobra to slow the opponents down, and, hopefully survive to the point where we can actually play our 6-drops onto an empty board. If you're playing 6-drops onto a board that is dominated by your opponent, it's not quite as impressive. If you're playing 6-drops onto an empty board, it's way more impressive. And this is going to be, folks, an all-in-one special. It's late at night. It's 3:36. I am playing until I have an arena that doesn't suck. That is the rule that I just made up. And here we go against the Druid. Grizzly the Druid. Fantastic. Alright, what do we have here? A bunch of crap. Well, let's go ahead and pass back our innumerable 6-drops. Holy Smite, of course, we'll keep for early game removal. And we got some more removal. This is not really playable against a Druid onto an empty field because the Druid can kill it with his hero ability. Whether or not I'll have anything to silence, that's a bit speculative. I mean, he might play like a Taunter of some kind, but most of the Druid's cards aren't that great to silence because they're just big, and silence obviously does not deal with their stats, but with their abilities. Alright, here comes a coin. Hopefully it's something that has 2 toughness. It is! Great. My greetings. That's a very good way to greet a man, is by playing Mad Bomber. Well, I'm going to use the Bluegill Warrior to kill that rather than the Holy Smite for 2 reasons. Number 1, it uses up all my mana. Number 2, Holy Smite is more flexible. It's only 1 mana versus 2, and it can hit anything. It doesn't have to bypass taunt or anything like that. Here comes the hero ability. Since this is a druid and he doesn't have weapons, I can't just play the ooze if I don't draw a 3-drop here, which I didn't. We're gonna play the ooze. Yep. Boop. He's used his coin, which is nice. It's always nice when you're the first player and you can kill the thing that your opponent coined out, because it kind of puts you ahead and it makes it a lot more predictable what your opponent will be doing. We've got a bit of a gap in the curve here because I obviously can't just play this onto an empty field. I mean, I could. I don't think that's good. You can argue that having a 4-3 on the ground is good, but I don't know. It's a very interesting play. So he's wasting the battle cry. I am actually going to go ahead and kill this thing. I think that what I'm doing there is basically I'm trading a Holy Smite for keeping this ooze on the board, and I think the board presence is worth it. Shadow Word Death is a good card to see against druids. It's not unlikely that given how slow he's playing, he's actually going to tap out pretty soon here. Either, on turn 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 or 8 for a really big creature. I'll be able to kill it with Shadow Word Death. Man, he is playing slow as donkey balls. And I don't mind, because you know what? I could use a break. Savagery. He's going to kill it. Well, that's fine. Donkey balls. Bibbidi bibbidi bobbidi bobbidi boobidi donkey balls. I played this for 2 reasons, even though it wastes the heal. Number 1, it uses up all my mana. Number 2, it's a bigger body than Ascension. Number 3, I don't need the taunts. Okay.
Where shall I strike?
He's gonna make it the thing with the stuff. Damn. Can't Shadow Word Death that. Freezing it does me no good. I still can't, do anything. Yeah, if I freeze this and attack, it'll go down to 1 health. Bleh. I could silence it. But this thing kills my silencer, dude.
I wonder.
Balls to the walls, Dickens. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do that. So, this is a very risky move. A swipe would really suck, but what I'm doing here is basically, if he attacks into my Senjin, hero ability will kill the Senjin, this should live. That's the theory. You bitch. Well, that was his whole turn. Trading his stuff for my stuff. He's a bit ahead on cards. He's 1 card ahead of me here. But I'm up to play. So I get to put the first thing on the board. Mind Vision? Yes, thanks. I think I will take one of your cards. Archmage. Well, I'll play the Archmage. And the reason for that is, I'd like to use this on a creature. Now, using it on the Druid is fine. It stops him from attacking with the hero ability, but it's unlikely to be that relevant against an Archmage. Granted, if he has a bite or a claw or something, I'll wish I had done that, but whatever. Then he could have just waited a turn. Alright, Shadow Word Death does, in fact, kill that thing. But first, we're going to freeze it. Mind games, that's cool. We'll do that later. Freeze this, and attack. Nothing needs to be healed. So I'm going to mana heal his creature and pass the turn. So don't worry, I am intending to Shadow Word Death this thing. I just need to put a creature down first. So yeah, this is why the Frost Elemental's so great. I wouldn't have been able to make that play otherwise. He's got a lot of cards. 8 cards. I have 3. It's a bit scary. I might have to Shadow Word Death something even bigger that he plays. Like if he plays an Ironbark Protector, I obviously have to Shadow Word Death on that, and then, well, keep racing. Hit him for 11 out of 10. It's a bit ballsy. We'll see. Okay. There's the Ironbark. And we'll do this. So, could play Dark Iron Dwarf onto this thing, kill that, go down to 2 health, heal it up. Back up to 4. Yeah, it seems like a good move. I think it's better to do that than to lose my creature. So he's got massive card advantage, 8 versus 5, soon to be 6, but I have the massive board advantage, so if he can clear out my board, he's fine. But Druids, if there's one thing they're bad at, it's clearing out boards of creatures with more health than 2, or 1.
I hope you like
He's going to draw a card, he's going to fish for an answer. If he plays a silence, like if he had played another Ironbark Protector, I could actually, excuse me, if he plays another taunt, I could have silenced it. This is 11, this is actually 15 damage here. I'm in pretty good shape. Wow. Ooh, does he have a Defender of Argus? Of course he does! Of course he has the Defender of Argus. Okay, well, let's play Mind Games, see what I get. Hopefully it's nothing trashy like a Novice Engineer. Let's see, what do we have?
Just me and Mr.
A Dragoning Mechanic.
Done.
Okay, we're gonna kill that. I think we need to go balls to the walls Dickens here. Gonna do that. Gonna swing for the face. What makes sense to heal? I guess this thing makes the most sense to heal up. So he has to use a creature plus hero ability to finish it off, and of course doesn't really want to hit things with the hero ability because he's at 5 health. I've got a big board, he's got a big hand of cards. If he can remove all my creatures, he wins. If he can't, he loses. What you got, Grizzly? On the streets, I'm like a grizzly. Faux shizzly. Rapping, another career that I should not have. Oh man, I'm not going to bed. I'm not going to bed until I win an arena. That's it. I've lost like, what is it now? Oh Jesus fucking Christ. I think 5 arenas in a row. I think I've lost 5 arenas in a row. One of them to a Mad Bomber, the rest just to random bullshit, bad luck, and you know, probably some bad plays in there that I wasn't aware of. I am not going to bed until I get up to 7 wins. That's how it's gonna be, folks. That's how it's gonna be. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I actually passed 100 arenas. Quite the milestone. It was funny because I had like a really hot streak leading up to the 100, but then on the 100th one, that was when I like started to suck. It was really hilarious. All right, he's trading everything off. He still has 6 mana. Come on, what you got? Do you have a taunt? Yeah, I have a taunt. You know, I could have like this could have been like an Ironbark Protector, but no, it had to be a Dragonling Mechanic. Well, Boulder for Stoker's a pretty good drop here, all things considered. Let's do this. Swing. Do I heal this up? Well, he still can't really use his hero ability on it, so yeah, we'll just play out all the creatures that we can. We're totally out of cards here. We actually gained a bit on cards here through some value plays. He's only got 6 cards now to my soon-to-be 5. Can he get rid of everything? He has to get rid of everything here. Ironbark Protector's not good enough anymore. I can just 2 for 1. I can just brute force my way through it. And then I can kill him. Armor's up. He plays an Ironbark Protector. He loses. I'm going to give him a manner well played. I'm going to do it. I don't normally do this. But I'm on tilt. It's over. Well, the only way this could actually not be over is if these were like 5 Moonfires. Would that even save him? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would actually save him. He's going out in style. I appreciate that. I wish there were an emoticon for like no problem. That would be a pretty good emote. Anyway, good game, Grizzly. Oh, Shizzly. Snoop Dogg carries an umbrella because it's getting drizzly. We're going to go ahead and keep on playing. Remember, folks, this is all-in-one. Mystery Arena, all-in-one. I just made up the mystery part. I mean, you already know it's mystery because you saw the title of the arena, but I didn't actually have that idea until just now. Mystery Arena, don't know what class I'm playing, and I'm going to play until I drop. That is right. Paladin? You know what that is? Not a mage. Corey, you gotta name yourself better, son. You're not gonna get anywhere in the streets of Grizzletown with a name like Corey. We're gonna send that back. We'll keep these 2 bad boys. Now, the reason I'm keeping these is if I play a Pint-Sized Summoner on turn 2, I'm not gonna coin it out. I'm just gonna play it on turn 2 raw, and if it lives, then I will get the coin. I get the Pint-Sized one. And if he kills the Pint-Sized Summoner, I can coin him one out anyway. So, ha. Got 4 drops coming down on turn 3, whether you like it or not. That's how it's just going to be against Corey, the Paladin. Alright, so the Recruit technically doesn't kill a Pint-Sized Summoner. A Shattered Sun Cleric could change all that, of course. Dragonling Mechanic off the Mind Games. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh man, I'm getting tired. I better win this arena, or else I am gonna be a wreck. My sleep schedule's gonna be all screwed up. Alright, he's playing a recruit. That's a good sign. He's just gonna run into my Pint-Sized Summoner. Fair enough. Okay, well, for 3 mana, let's play Senjin. This makes a lot of sense. It protects my Pint-Sized Summoner, putatively. He seems not to have any buffs, or he would have used them last turn to kill the Pint-Sized off, so now I should be fine. What you got? True Super Champion? Equality. Interesting move. So, equality plus... So basically, the equality just killed my Senjin. Equality plus a recruit killed the Senjin. So that's kind of what that was like, I suppose. Alright. Well, this Pint-Sized Summoner is going to die. I could play a Dark Iron Dwarf, but I would actually rather coin out one of my 6-drops. Let's go ahead and get aggressive. We're going to actually do this. And I'm going to do a crazy play here. I'm actually going to kill this recruit. Now, the reason I did that is, you know, I could have dealt 2 damage, and presumably the recruit would have then killed my Pint-Sized Summoner. So I gave up 2 damage. But I gave up 2 damage to basically negate any Blessings of Might, Dark Iron Dwarves, Shattered Sun Clerics, Blessing of Kings that could have been in there. Okay, well, we have a couple of options here. We could play Dark Iron Dwarf, make this a 6-5 with Wind Fury, kill the thing, and keep on going. Then it'll die to a Consecration Hammer, Wrath, all sorts of stuff. I could also silence this thing and just swing for 8. The issue there is that it's still going to die to Consecration, but I've used my silence. So let's just go ahead and do this. So basically now my opponent really... Paladins don't do such a good job at dealing 2 damage. He's going to have to like spend 4 mana out of his 6 just to kill this thing. Now I'll leave this 4/4 body around, and then I can actually play this for reals. Deals, steals, in the Court of Appeals. Ah, well, that's a pretty good answer to the Wind Fury Harpy. If I weren't a priest, booyah, because I can heal this thing, use the Dark Iron Dwarf to kill the Abomination, and swing for 12 damage. Yes, please. Oh, is that a noble sacrifice? Don't be a bitch. Don't be... Dip, 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 dip. Ah! Oh, well, Blessing of Wisdom, I see. So he's going to draw cards every time I... I see what you did there. So, okay, so let's take a look at the situation here. I could actually play Silence this shit. 12, 16 damage is a lot of damage. Alternatively, I could heal this, just run in like a boss. This lives, deal 12 damage on a 10. So is the difference between him being at 12 life or at 6 life? If I heal, I will have an extra, compared to playing the Spellbreaker, I'll have 4 mana versus 2 mana. What am I doing with my mana? Well, with 4 mana, I can actually mind games. So I think I will do that move. So first heal to make sure this doesn't die. Then run that in. Oh, he dies. That's right. The silence actually robbed him of 2 damage as well. You can draw all the cards you want, buddy. You can draw all the cards you want. It won't help you. Well, it actually might help you. It might actually help you a lot. But we'll let you have all those cards. We'll play mind games, hopefully to get something good. You Demolisher. Well, this was at 2 health last time and he didn't kill it, so presumably he doesn't have an answer, and he does. Okay. Hopefully the Demolisher hits his face. Oh, that sucks. Well, actually, it doesn't suck too badly. Holy Smite on this. Pretty good. Yeah, we'll Holy Smite that. And play an Ogre. Swing. So he's got. This is actually like the last game. I don't know why I'm like end up being so hyper aggressive with this priest deck, but anyway, he needs an answer for my stuff. Taunt's not good enough. I have silence. Holy Light is just a terrible card. That's not good enough either. Still needs an answer. Show Wind Yeti. Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. Also not a bad answer. Let's see where the Demolisher hits. Hits the Yeti. It's not really that helpful, unfortunately. Temple Enforcer. Well, I think that needs to happen. I'm also going to play Power Word Shield, though. Let's actually Power Word Shield the Demolisher to make it a little bit harder to kill. Cobra. Not really what I need right now. And we'll just do this. That's super big. I'm just going to swing at his face. Alright, so I've got 2 different creatures that deal 6 damage apiece. Taunt's not good enough. I have Silence. gotta kill them both, or humiliate them both, or some combination of the two, and also, you know, taunt. All right, he's gonna heal life again. Well, this actually is not that great because honestly, these two together will kill him now. Now the 4 and the 2 can kill the Temple Enforcer. Maybe I should have put Power Word Shield on this to stop that from happening. You know what? Maybe that was a serious mistake. That was probably a legit mistake. I'd say putting the Power Word Blessing of Wisdom. I don't care how many cards you draw. Yeah, I should have put a Power. I should have played the Temple Enforcer, buffed this, then Power Word Shield. Then I would have won a turn earlier. Alright, that Demolisher goes to the wrong place. Hey, guess what? Demolisher's a terrible card. Shock! Alright, we're gonna do this. And this. And this. All survives Consecration. Swing, swing. But if he pulls out something crazy like a Quality Consecration or Kobold Geomancer Consecration, then it'll be my fault that I lost this game because I put Power Word Shield on the wrong card.
I hope you like my
He's fishing for answers. He's not Pagel. Fishing for answers. Well, that's the card he just drew that he's pointing at right now. He was pointing at it. I mean, you shouldn't really read too much into it when people hover over the card they just drew because they're obviously just probably reading that card. Mad Bomber. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just nothing. Maybe if he was a warrior and could, like, execute this now, that would be something. I don't like putting Blessing of Wisdom on your opponent's creatures. I'm just gonna say, I want to put it on my own creatures and draw cards. I don't want to draw cards. I mean, I guess if we put, okay, let's turn off our emotions and look at this logically, right? You want to put Blessing of Wisdom where it will draw you the most cards. So ideally, that will be on one of your own creatures. But I suppose if you're behind, you know, you don't have any good options. You just have to pick the least bad option. You want to put it on your opponent's creature. Because if it draws you more cards, then that's just the right play. You don't want to put it on your creature just because it feels wrong to put it on your opponent's. You just want to put it where it'll draw the most cards. Interesting. Although, the other thing about putting it on your creatures is you get the card draw right away on your turn. You don't have to wait till your opponent's turn. So there's a bit of a qualitative aspect there. Wow, I'm lucky. I haven't seen this at all in the games. And I drew it in my opening hand, so I'm going to get to mulligan it and hopefully never see it again. God, I wish they wouldn't make cards that bad. Or, like, I wish they'd make them, like, epic or something, so that I didn't have to see them. Okay, well, if he plays a 2-3... Oh, interesting. This. What do we do against that? Kill it with the Bluegill Warrior? Pine-sized Summoner, it'll just die to hero ability. I don't want that. This is also... You know, I'm going to do this. So basically, if he wants to use the Young Dragonhawk plus hero ability to kill my Ooze, then that's his whole turn. Fine by me. Reckon. That sounds like he's saying reckon. Is that a good move? Why, yes, I reckon. Is Druid a good class? I reckon so. What are you doing? Alright, there we go. He's actually not going to do what I thought he was. He's going to hit me in the face a couple times. Well, that's fine. So we're going to do... Well, options abound now. I could actually hit this Dragonhawk, Northside Cleric, heal this up, draw a card, but then the Fairy Dragon kills the Northside Cleric. No bueno. We're going to do this. Kill the Fairy Dragon. We're going to do that. Well, now we'll play Northside Cleric because I have mana left over, because why not? He can hero ability kill the Ooze, but that leaves the Northside Cleric alive, and then I can play the Light Spawn after that. And he's not doing anything else with this turn, which is fine by moi. That's good. Does mean that the Pine-sized Summoner was kind of relegated to irrelevance because I wasn't able to play it. But, you know, I didn't know that was going to happen. I think it's worth it to keep around, obviously. We have in 2 turns Temple Enforcer onto Light Spawn combo. That is like 2 turns in Hearthstone is like an eternity. The odds of something surviving that long are pretty small. What's cool about Lightspawn though, this is a really good card. If he has like a Chillwind Yeti or something, I can actually just kill it. Oh, is this a Fen Creeper? Please don't be a Fen Creeper. It's a Druid of the Club. Boo! Well, it can't be... Well, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll draw a card. We'll see what we get. Over. Okay, cool. And the Northside Cleric did its job. That's fine. It killed it. It drew me a card. It replaced itself and it killed a taunter. Seems good. This light spawn's a bit vulnerable, but if I can play the Temple Enforcer onto it, it'll become a 6/6 all of the sudden. And he's gonna kill it with a Wrath. It looks like. Oh no, 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 no! He's gonna hold it back. What is that? Like a Starfall? He's like, I wonder if it's worth using Starfall on a light spawn. Or like a swipe. Is it worth using a swipe on a light spawn? Oh, I bet that's what it was. I bet it was swipe. I bet he was thinking, I'm gonna swipe this. It'll die. This will go down to 1 health. Yep, and then I'm gonna use my hero ability to finish off. And then you realize I don't have enough mana to do that. But then he was like, you know what? It doesn't make any difference because it's still a good move. So options. I could play the biggest creature that I have. This is actually easy. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and then put the health in the Princess Summoner so it doesn't die to the hero ability of my friend, the Druid here. That was a good move, I reckon. He's got 6 cards to my 6, soon to be 7, so I'm fine on cards. Board advantage to me. I'm on the lead. We're also getting to the point where Druids are likely to tap out for big cards, where Shadow Word Death that I'm holding on to is quite nice. Emperor Cobra. That's a pretty good card. Crap, that's a really good card. My Princess Summoner doesn't hit hard enough to kill it, and the Temple Enforcer will die to it, which is a bit sad. Well, we have to do a little bit of a change of plans here. Let's actually go ahead and play this. Well, if I'm going to do this and then Mind Games, might as well do the Mind Games first. It doesn't count for the Pint-Sized Summoner. See who we got. Maybe we'll get a taunt of some sort.
You gotta be kidding me!
We got a 7/6. Well, Joe! LOL! I did not think about getting a Ventrico Mercenary. I should have played this first. Obviously, now I realize. God damn it. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit him. We'll kill off this Novice Engineer, and since I'm a better view, we'll kill it up. So the Cobra is actually really good. It's going to get to kill my Temple Enforcer. Now, what's funny is that if the Pint-Sized Summoner lives through the turn, it's countering the Ventrico Mercenary a little bit. So my minions my first minion only costs 2 more, which means actually the Wind Fury Harpy is playable now on turn 8, which is kind of a big deal here. That was funny. I could have had Ascension on the board, though. Then the 6/6 would have lived. That would have been awesome. Nice, gotta have another one of these. Okay, fine. Alright. I imagine he'll help me with that. Yeah. Getting the Pint-Sized Summoner is a lost cause. So we'll actually just go ahead and keep it simple. No time for Mind Vision just yet. We'll kill that thing. I think it's the second one I've killed. We'll do this. Pass the turn. So this is actually very aggressive. It deals 8 damage. I'm really going to respect this. It is a problem when you're behind and your opponent has lots of creatures. You know what? I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for this because you know what? I've suffered enough pain in these arenas. I've suffered enough pain. I don't need to feel bad about Shadow Word Deathing an Ironbark Protector that my opponent played. Spending all his mana for the turn playing. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So, well, we're up to, what is it? 2 wins? 3 wins? 3 wins in this all-in-one arena. Let's keep the pump train going. How good do I think my deck really is? Well, I think it's fine. There's a bit of a weird thing here going on that I have a lot of 6 drops and like 1 5 drop, so it's a bit awkward there. But, and then I'm also, like, lacking some spells. Like, I don't have any Shadow Word Pain. That's kind of a glaring omission. I don't have any Holy Novas. But I'm going up against Druids, which is good. So it's like my deck's probably not that good, but it's good against the class that I'm seeing a lot of. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this all. Seems fine. So, Ooze on turn 2. We can play a Worgen. We got some card draw. We should be able to get some good stuff from a Druid, I think. Hopefully we'll get the Druid's removal, because that's what we're lacking in our own deck. He's got a slow start. Do I coin out the Ooze? Not really seeing much of a point in it. If he plays a 2-drop and I play the Ooze and then he removes the Ooze on turn 3, then I'll regret it. But if he does stupid stuff like this, that should be fine. Now I could be aggressive here. I could actually coin out a Worgen. Threaten to run into the Novice Engineer. And cause havoc, but my coin's actually more valuable to me. I'll just do this, keep it simple. He can use the Novice Engineer and hero ability to kill this up, that's fine. I have so many 6-drops in this deck that I don't mind going to the end game. Plus I've got a good 3-drop coming up. Is he gonna do it? Come on, do it. Dip, 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 dip. Dip, 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 dip. Dip, 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 dip. Ah, he's gonna play a Loot Hoarder. Interesting. Well, it's tempting to coin out Ascension here. It would hold the fort quite nicely, wouldn't it? Raging Worgen. I could attack this, Loot Hoarder, plus hero ability would kill the Worgen. That'd be half his mana, though. Yeah, I'm actually holding on to the coin here. I really just don't want to use the coin till I absolutely have to, and as long as I have reasonable plays, I'm gonna hang on to the coin. It's possible that we'll end up in like turn 8 and I've never used the coin. That would be sad, but I feel like it's gonna come up. It's gonna be useful for me. Like to maybe play this a turn earlier or something like that. I am playing into Swipe. Swipe would kill both my creatures, which is a bit sad. Maybe for that reason alone I should have played Ascension, to avoid the awesomeness of Swipe. Okay, no Swipe. He's going to trade that off. I see, so he's just going to trade off my stuff. I wish I had a Power Word Shield. That would be so epic right here. It hurts. Alas, I can't play this just yet, even with my steadfast holding onto the coin. God darn it. Well, we'll do this. And do I trade? Druids do have some buffs, like the +2/+2. That would sort of suck. I'm going to take a risk. I'm not going to trade. I really want this Worgen to live. And then I want to coin into Temple Enforcer, make this a 3/6, kill this bear, and become a 4/3 with Wind Fury. That is terrifying for my opponent. And of course I just put a 6/6 on the board while achieving that. So I really want to go for it. If he's got the +2/+2 buff, then so be it. If he has a Dark Iron Dwarf, it's actually kind of good still for him. I'd say we break even, because then the bear trades against Ascension. So we just sort of trade. Then I can still do my play, but then this doesn't quite kill the Dark Iron Dwarf. I can just trade it in for the Dark Iron Dwarf. Yeah, I'd have to attack it twice. So then I just have a 6/6 on the board, is what would happen. Card-wise, he's doing a little bit better than I am, because he had the Novice Engineer and the Loot Hoarder. Alright, he's got another Taunter. No, it's a Charger. Oh, interesting. So he... What is he... Okay, I think that's a fair move. It's a reasonable move. It's just not going to work out for him because of this. Yeah. So now I'm going to have a 4/2 instead of a 4/3, but that's fine. As long as it's not a 4/1. This is hard for him to kill. Well, not hard, but he needs to have some kind of removal spell, not just his hero ability. So he needs to use a real card, quote unquote, to kill this thing off. And then there's still the 6/6 here. And a 6/7 coming up soon. This sort of moved into obsolescence. This, I don't know if I'm ever going to use it this game, but I guess I might run out my hand. We'll see. Unlikely with Thoughtsteal that I will ever want to play this. He has so many cards, though, more probably don't even matter. I don't know, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. This is just a bad card. God darn it. Justin the Druid. Why? I am going to enter the epic realm of fantasy. I can name myself anything I want. I will call myself Justin. Well, I really need a Shattered Sun Cleric here. Because this guy doesn't quite kill that thing. Balls. Well, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of 2-for-1-ing action, which would mean that I'm also going to Thoughtsteal this turn, so I should Thoughtsteal first. Stampeding Kodo and Ooze. That is freaking awful. Well, let's go ahead and just keep on going as planned. And then swing for 8 damage. Well, if that was the best he could do, Raging Worgen with a buff, I feel like my chances are pretty good at, keeping these creatures alive. The fact that I know he has an Ooze and a Kodo in his deck tell me nothing. So that's a bit sad. I could actually heal this with my Darkscale Healer and it would survive. Swipe. Oh, he's going to get the kill. Balls. Well, that was his whole turn. So this is totally fine now. I am putting a 6/7 onto an empty board, and Druid's not really the greatest at dealing with it. Except for putting down their own big card. That could be a problem. An Iron Rock Protector right now would actually be a really big problem, because I haven't drawn my Shadow Word Death. It's somewhere in 19 cards. If he drops an Iron Rock Protector, I could very well lose, actually. I would actually probably end up playing the Cold Oracle just to dig for my Shadow Word Death.
Where shall I strike?
Not quite. Oh no, he's got another buff. God, what's with these buffs? Damn it. Shadow Claw. That's not good enough. Damn. Well, let's draw cards like this first. See what we got. Holy Smite. Well, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Heal up, draw another card. Mind Games. And then, rather than giving away my Northshire Cleric, let's just... Well, hang on a minute. The Northshire Cleric is dead anyway to the Shattered Sun Cleric. If I can't stop the Shattered Sun Cleric, there's really no point in preserving this. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll play this. Holy Smite is kind of pointless. We'll just pass the turn. So I've got two cards here that only target minions with 2 or less attack. Now I could play this as a grossly overpriced Chillwind Yeti, but let's not stoop to those levels just yet. If he plays an Ironbark Protector here, I at least have enough on the board to kill it. I'll probably use this plus a Holy Smite. Keep this around. Requesting Adventurer, interesting. Does he have a Defender of Argus?
Join or die.
And this thing's life expectancy is like -2 days. Well, what's he got for 2 mana here? Mark of the Wild. Ah, I see. He could actually kill my Ogre now and draw a card. And then the Questing Adventurer can't be killed with what I have on the board. 2 Chaser. Alright, well, let's go to Cult Master of Force. Can I win, actually? I could have dealt like 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. No, not enough to win. Let's play Shattered Sun Cleric. That seems awfully nice. And, sure, we'll play Mind Games. We'll see what we get. Oh my god, we lived the dream. We Mind Gamed into Ironbark Protector. I think the fact that I was up against a Druid influenced my decision to play Mind Games. Since, you know, I know I'm up against a Druid. I might not have done that against, like, a Warlock. I would have rather just played, like, a Light Spawn, which I know is going to be good. But that was pretty solid. This is, what, 11 damage? He's at 16 health. Can I do any more damage? I can deal 2 more. Not enough. Well, we'll let him do the trading. This seems like a good move. Let's play a Light Spawn. Man. Let's just... Yeah, we'll just play this, even though the heal is a bit wasted. Just to put another creature on the board. If he plays a Mind Control attack and steals the Ironbark Protector, that will be the most epic thing in the universe. Okay, good. Justin the Druid goes down. Hopefully he'll change his name on the way out. We had Corey the Paladin, was that it? Corey the Paladin. I think my favorite in recent memory was Wally the Warlock. You just can't take that seriously. That person's just like, my soul will destroy you, and you're like, yeah, whatever, Wally the Warlock. You kind of imagine him saying all the, like, the Warlock things in a funny voice. Your soul shall be mine! I'm Wally the Warlock! Will I destroy you? I reckon you will. Here it is, Lucky Priest the Warlock. Well, he wasn't lucky in this arena, I guess. Didn't get the priest option. Mind Control, there's a card I haven't really been seeing at all, ever. We'll send this back. This is a bit speculative. We'll send that back. Pine-Size Summoner is, of course, a keeper. And actually, Mind Vision's a good turn 1 play when you're seconds. You can't steal the coin. I might even get, like, a good turn 1 play of some sort. Let's see. Claim him. Well, let's think. Now it's tempting just to coin out a Pine-Size Summoner just to slow the fort here. And I'm actually going to do that. I think against Warlocks, their shtick seems to be aggression. So if you can just hold them off, you'll just dominate them with your better cards. So this is why I don't like playing aggressive decks. Maybe this is why I shouldn't be playing Warlock. Apparently people can make it work. Apparently people can get like 80% success rates with Warlock. I just haven't quite mastered that finesse. I think that it's just so easy to hold off an aggressive start. All you need is just a few creatures and a removal spell of your own and you're good to go. That it's not worth trying. Flame Up number 2 comes down. And a Soulfire. Well, this is definitely some balls to the walls aggression here. So, Jesus, on turn 2 I'm already facing that much damage. Well, let's see what he has in his hand. I better do it now before it goes away. Loot Hoarder. Okay. Well, so he has a Loot Hoarder. So unless he top decks an answer for Loot Hoarder, it will actually get to trade against one of these Flame Imps, but he's going to hit me for a lot of damage first. This could be a bit scary. I have played with 3 Flame Imps. I've never actually gotten to play all 3 of them on the first 3 turns. This is some kind of next level bullshit right here. God damn it. Well, if I lose the game because Lucky Priest got 3 Flame Imps, then so be it. So frickin' be it. And I never had any Holy Novas in my draft, so I don't have any outs to this crap, other than like play Ascension and pray he has no removal. Cold Oracle, I can't play that at all, can I? This is stupid. He really got... Well, I mean, he might have seen even more Flame Imps. This might be like 3 of 5 or something. But I'm pretty sure in my last Warlock draft, I took every Flame Imp I saw, I think. I'm not sure. I think I did. And it's still... This kind of thing never happened once for me. Okay, we're gonna have to play this. It's the only hope that we have. He, thanks to life tapping and the Loot Hoarder, was able to draw some cards, so it's not unlikely he's got an answer for that. So his answer is he's going to throw the Flame Imps away, but he's going to draw cards for it in the process. Fair enough. So now I can play Northstride Cleric and Defender of Argus to buff it, but the problem is the Cult Master can kill that. We'll have to play the Iron for Grizzly instead. And I think I need to heal up. And pass the turn. So the Flame Imp will kill the Grizzly, draws another card, then the Cult Master hits me down to 7. Yeah, I'm probably just going to lose this game. That was pretty aggressive. But getting a draw that good is extremely unlikely. It wouldn't surprise me if this person didn't actually make it very far. And maybe he is. Maybe he's going to get up to 9 wins. But I would, if I were a gambling man, I would gamble he's not going to get very far in the arena, because getting a draw that good is very improbable. And most games, your opponent's just going to stop you before you can pull off anything. And then all of a sudden, you know, you'll do what I did, which is draw Flame Imps in the mid game and cry about the fact that your opponent has better cards than you do. Well, since he has full mana here, it looks pretty bad. That's a pretty good follow-up. We're just gonna go ahead and concede this.
Well played.
Well, I'll draw a card and then concede. Yeah.
You have bested.
Okay, so that's, yeah, he had enough to kill me. And that was that. That was a dumb game, but at least it was a quick game, so onwards! And honestly, I'd rather lose to that. I'd rather lose to, like, just the Warlock getting super lucky and getting 3 Flame Imps on turn 3 than lose to, like, Mage. With, like, please God, don't have Flame Strike. Yes, Flame Strike. Please God, don't have a Blizzard. It's a rare card. You shouldn't even have it. I have 2 of those. Thank you. And now you die a second time. Well, I'm happy with this arena, though. It's a good deck, I think, kind of. No mages until now. Well, we couldn't go too long, could we? Grayson, the mage. Alright, well, this is an interesting hand. I'm going to keep the Shadow Word Death just to make sure I have it for the end game. It is going to be a dead card for a while, which is a bit sad and scary. Especially if this opponent also gets off to an aggressive start. Mind Vision is a 1 in 5 chance of getting a coin, but it's better than not doing anything. Grizzly. Okay, well, not the greatest, unfortunately. I already have a turn 3 play, but this is a better turn 3 play, I suppose. Of course, my opponent's going to be at 3 mana before I am, so... Oh, no, wait, I'm the first player, right. Haha. I will get to play the Grizzly before he gets to play the Grizzly. Unless, of course, he coins out the Grizzly. So Grayson doesn't know what I stole.
Summoning portal
Just going to go for the Pint-Sized Summoner. Well, I can't stop that unless I draw my Holy Smite. Yep, can't stop it. So I'll actually just do a Raging Worgen that I just drew because this goes up very nicely against the Pint-Sized Summoner. We'll see if she has a 4-drop, like a Senjin Shieldmaster or something. Senjin Shieldmaster would just be amazing. Although, Shattered Sun Cleric, I could buff this up, kill the Senjin, then leave my Shattered Sun versus the Pint-Sized Summoner. Then she's still getting to play creatures a turn early, but could be worse at least. She could drop the bear. Ah, she has Ascension. Well, that's life. That is life. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Alright, we're gonna do this.
We must
This.
cleanse the Sunwell.
It's not great, but it's the best that I have available to me at this time. So I know she has this bear. Now wouldn't be a bad time to play it even, because you're protecting your Pint-Sized Summoner. But maybe she has, you know, a better 5-drops to play, and that's maybe what she's thinking about. Do I play the bear to protect the Pint-Sized Summoner, or do I cash the Pint-Sized in and get a 5-drop? She chose to go for the bear. Well, it's a reasonable decision. And the Pint-Sized Summoner is getting in good damage. If I had a Shattered Sun Cleric army, I could buff this up and kill the bear, but unfortunately I only have, I think, the one. Well, interesting choice. I think the Arcane Missiles were a waste, unless she has another one. Oh, she's going to coin out a Hero Buddy. So she won the coin flip. So she gambled with the Arcane Missiles that 2 would hit the Shattered Sun Cleric, and she won. And because of that, she might just very well win the game. I'm going to go ahead and, rather than putting out the 1 Darkscale healer, I'll put out the 2 creatures. So the idea behind this move is that if she has removal for 1, I'll have another to do some trading and try to hold the fort here a little bit. If I played this and she had a fireball, I'd fall really far behind.
Your magic shall not save you.
So she gets to silence that. I'm not sure how much good that really does her. I mean, it lets her trade the Pint-Sized in for the Fairy Dragon, I guess, but other than that, I don't see what the point of that was. Oh, just more damage? Okay. Huh. I don't know if I agree with this move, because she can see what's going to happen now. Is that I get to kill the bear with my Fairy Dragon and the 4/3 with my 3/3, and I'm only at, still at 19 health. It's not like she's that close to killing me. Plus, I'm a priest, so I'm going to start healing soon. I don't know. That seems like it was a bit of a weird move. I would have just gone ahead and killed the bear. So that the bear died against the bear. Well, maybe she had nothing else to do. Nah, that could be it. Monkey time? And a fireball. Bah. Okay, fair enough. We do a fireball. Let's play the Wind Fury Harpy. That seems good here. We'll use the Holy Smite to finally kill off that Pint-Sized Summoner. So at the end of the day, she has 4 cards to my soon-to-be 4, and my creature is better than her creature. So I guess I came out ahead in that opening for all that Pint-Sized summoning that went on. I'm threatening to just kill this monkey and keep on attacking.
I am master of
That doesn't bode well. Frostbolt will actually kill me now. Cone of Cold, interesting. Well, I guess I'll take it. Nothing to mind control here. Let's just go ahead and do the Darkscale healer. And heal back up a little bit. So she hasn't really managed to deal that much damage to me, and this is hardly impressive. I've got 2 Chillwind Yetis versus 2 1/4s. She needs spells. Flame Strike will kill both, thanks to spell damage. So that's what she needs right now. The emotional toil of, please God, don't have Flame Strike. Blizzard, God! Fucking mages. You know, the 3 damage across the board, that'd be fine. But the freezing, it's just, so frustrating. Luckily, I'm a priest. I mean, it's really, really good that I'm a priest because at least I can heal my stuff. She's going to trade off the Wind Fury Harpy. She fears it, as she should. This is still not worth mind controlling. Let's just heal this. Well, you know what? Do I dare do this? I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. See what we got. Dark Iron Dwarf, Pint-Sized Summoner. Well, I think we're going to heal this creature up. And for 4 mana, we'll do this. This is mainly just to put the 4/4 body onto the board. With a big threat, of course. Now by giving her 2 cards, I risk that she got Flame Strike, but I mean, I got stuff myself, so I think I should be okay. So here's Mana Worm. Is there going to be a Flame Strike after it? Secret. Okay. And a bodyguard. He's actually not that scary here for a number of reasons. First of all, I can kill him with Shadow Word Death. And second of all, I can just kill him. I could mind control him, kill him, Shadow Word Death. I think we'll save the Shadow Word Death. Well, what am I saving Shadow Word Death for? I have mind control. Yeah, we'll just Shadow Word Death this thing. That seems fine. Let's kill that. Kill that. Swing to see what the hell this is. Vaporize, okay. We'll heal this to 5. And we'll play a Cobra. I'm not going to play the Pint-Sized Summoner. That'd be overextending against a mage. Flame Strike could be coming at any time. So the next really good thing she plays, I will steal. That's not really qualifying. So this is where it's really good to be a priest. Priests are decent against mages, it must be noted. Because I can heal this up, so I can stop her from picking away my creatures. I don't know what she has, but I don't mind that she's not doing anything to me. Do I want to kill this? Sure, I'll kill it. We'll play one more creature. I'll play the bear. So Flame Strike would be her whole turn, and I have more cards than she does. The issue is that my cards aren't very good. They're like, kind of, this is irrelevant, this, there's nothing to do, and this does nothing to do. It's possible that she's playing around mind control and has been holding on to like a 7-mana creature all game. We'll see.
You gotta be kidding me!
Like that guy. Well, I could kill it with my Cobra, or I could just steal it. That's a pretty good thing to steal, I think. So even if mind control were in its nerfed state and costing 10 mana, yeah, it'd be pretty good here. I mean, I wouldn't get to heal after it, but I think that's still pretty good. I don't know why she's saying well played, because it's not like I did anything fancy there. It was just like, I played my mind control on your giant thing that you played. But whatever, I'll accept the compliment. So we've got a total of 15 damage. And if she plays a taunt with her last card, I can silence it. If she plays a Cone of Cold, then the game drags out. She should have, as I often say, just passed the turn. I might have, you know, forgotten. But I might have not realized I could win and just, like, killed her Kodo, given her another turn to get Cone of Cold or Flame Strike or Blizzard. I mean, it's possible that she didn't have any outs. I don't know what her draft was, but it's quite possible that she had some kind of an out in her deck. And it's quite possible that I would have given her an extra turn to get that out. And it's possible that my cards in my hand were bad, which they were, and she could have won. I mean, her odds of winning were not 0. Kabam! That's a good paladin name. Can I be second? Yes. So happy to be second. The reason that I'm happy to be second is I can play Mind Vision and know that I'm not going to steal a coin. So this is a bit of an awkward hand. We're kind of hoping that our opponent has better cards than we do here. At the moment, there's really nothing to do except Mind Vision on turn 1, and then I'm skipping a couple of turns here until turn 4 when I can play Mind Games and get a random thing. So we'll see what the Mind Vision gives me. Argent Commander. Well, good to know she has it. I'm not sure I can really play around it. That's a hard card to play around. But yeah, I have nothing until, well, turn 3 is when I can Mind Games. That's right. Okay. This is an aggressive start. God damn these aggressive starts. Well, we'll heal up. And let's hope he just makes a recruit here. Although even a recruit is actually damn good here because I don't have any Holy Novas. So I don't have anything I can do against a recruit.
Bring me steel.
Master Swordsmith. Oh, this is getting ugly. And he has a Argent Commander already at the top of his curve. Fuck me sideways. Well, we're gonna coin out Ascension and see what that does. On turn 4, unfortunately, he can have a True Silver Champion or a Hammer of Wrath. If he does, then I'm just totally boned. So just like I lost to that stupid aggressive Warlock deck, I might be losing. Is that a Blessing of Kings I see? Yes, it is. God, fuck you. Alright, well, here what I think I have to do is drop down my silence to turn this guy down a little bit. Bluegill Warrior is also a possibility. I could kill off this Knife Juggler. I'm already at 18 health. Motherfucker.
Your
God.
magic shall not save you.
Well, he can hit me for another 8. I'm already down to 10 health. Yeah, this looks ugly. Plus, I know that on turn 6 he has an Argent Commander, which is very disappointing. Well, here's why when you don't get any Holy Novas, life is hard. This game is retarded. Well, at least it was quick.
Well played. You have bested.
I have 0 outs to this, so no need to keep on playing. Again, that guy, you know, I'll eat crow if he makes it to 9 wins or whatever, but I think he's honestly just going to crap out earlier, because he's playing with a lot of trash cards, like the Charging Pirate and the Swordsmith, and if he doesn't get them early on, even if he has like a hand of like, you know, that Fen Creeper, some other 3-drop in his hand, and the Argent Commander, like, he's just going to fall behind, because he'll be off to an even start with his opponent, then in the mid-game, you know, he's going to be playing crappy, stupid cards, while his opponent actually plays good cards. So, this was a bit of an annoying arena in the sense that, I'll keep that around. It was an annoying arena in the sense that I just played against bad decks, well, in my opinion, that just, you know, happened to hit their draws against me and win. But, the other games have all been pretty fine. So I think I could still make it to 7, although, you know, at 4 and 2, you could always get unlucky and lose, no matter how good your deck is, so it's definitely a precarious spot to be in. Okay, well, here I have to hold my breath, because I don't have any protection for this Northstar Cleric if he just coins out a 3-2. There's the coin, and 2-3. Well, that's all the difference in the world. That is all the difference in the world, because I can hit this, heal, and draw a card.
Job's done.
And even if he kills this because he has a Shattered Sun Cleric or whatever, well, he actually can't. Yeah, hitting like an abusive sergeant or something. Shadow Word Pain. Oh, there's a card I never got. Well, I wonder what it's like to get those cards, but it's pretty good. Okay, so I can play Raging Worgen, and heave a sigh of relief. We survived the opening without any fucking triple Flame Imp, Charging Pirate, Knife Juggler, Master Swordsmith bullshit, and we can actually keep playing the game. Yay! Mad Bomber. Alright, well, they all missed my Worgen, which is the important thing. And my Worgen can now kill both of his creatures, which is probably what I will actually just do. I could try to, like, hide behind the Iron Fur, but well, let's not do anything fancy here. We got the kill, might as well take it. Okay. Well, might as well see what this is. So what I'm going to be doing this turn, so I'll see what it is. My opponent's played some chump trash, hopefully left some good stuff in his deck. Are you kidding me? Well, you know what? We got an Ironbark Protector earlier, so can't complain too much, I suppose. But I did just pay 4 mana for one, so I will complain about that a little bit. Light Spot. All right. Well, luckily I have a Silence, so that's good.
Your magic shall not see.
And there's no point working this down. I mean, I could attack it, but if I can't hit it, kill it all in one fell swoop, you can just heal it up. So does he have the inner fire is the question.
My eyes.
He has the healer. Okay. And the ooze. Okay. Well, that's fine by me. So what I'm going to do here is just play for value. We'll use the Frost Elemental to freeze up his 3/3. Use this 2/1 that I paid dearly for to kill that thing. And if I'm not killing this in one fell swoop, there's no point in attacking it. We're just going to hit my opponent instead. I got both Pine-sized Summoners. I don't remember what I could have taken in their place, but I think if there was any other good rare in those packs, I would have rather had them than the Pine-sized Summoner at this time. There's the Tiger that I'll trade with my Frost Elemental, which is a bit sad. Alright, am I going to Mind Vision this turn? I think I am. Let's see what my opponent's holding on to here. Shadowword Pain, that's a good card. I will use this card. Do I want to play the Iron for a Grizzly, knowing it'll die to the Panther? Or the Tiger? Well, yeah, because the Tiger's going to kill my 4/3 anyway, so might as well have it kill a less valuable creature. Of course, I could play these 2 Pine-sized Summoners, but Holy Nova would just wipe them out. So we're going to play this, and I'm going to just take the time to kill this light. Well, just in case he has Panda, which to put it back in his hand, or Inner Fire to make it into a 5/5. Gonna use, oh yeah, well of course, yeah, Shadowword Pain, so he's gonna use the Shadowword Pain that I know he has. Interesting choice to kill my 5/5. He could have killed my 4/3 and healed the, and just left the Tiger alone, or healed it. Try to get some more value out of it. He chose not to. Ah, well this is a very good body. It holds up nicely against the 4/3. The ooze does not help me, unfortunately. So, I could play a bunch of this stuff, but it just all dies to Holy Nova, which I'm not a super big fan of. Yeah, I'll just 2-for-1 myself. So the thing is, I did get a lot of card advantage because I've made a lot of value plays here. So Holy Nova is not that tempting. All it kills is a Pine-sized Summoner, and the Pine-sized Summoner is not that useful to me anyway because I'm holding on to trash. My opponent doesn't know that though, but if he has 3 really good cards, he could just win this game because the 2 cards that I'm holding are really bad. It's gonna heal. Reasonable. And that, okay, that's not a good card at this point. That also isn't a good card at this point. Well, my opponent also has bad cards like I do, so that's great. We'll play a Wind Fury Harpy, because that's a good card. We'll, yeah, this Pine-sized Summoner, I don't even care. We'll just do that. We'll kill this thing. Heal up. And we'll play another Pine-sized Summoner. The Wind Fury Harpy is very solid here. If it get mind controlled, I can kill it with my creatures, and if it is not dealt with via Holy Fire, which my opponent seems to have just top decked. Ah, Faces Manipulator. That's actually not quite the same. So Holy Fire would have killed it. I think that was probably better than copying it, because if he just copies it, I can just kill it with my creatures. We'll do. Let's play the cheap creature first. So we'll put some extra health on this baby. So we'll do this. That. If I heal this thing, my opponent gets to draw a card. Am I really gonna... Oh, I should have thought about this. Am I really gonna give up 8 damage just to kill that thing? I think so. The advantage of this play, too, is that if my opponent mind controls this, I can kill it with my 6/6. So mind control is not going to be quite as ball-breaking as it would have been if this had been a 4/8. Okay, so my opponent's got 1 card to my 4. That's not really going to do it. It'll kill my Wind Fury Harpy, but... Actually, will it even? It won't even kill my Wind Fury Harpy. So yeah, I'm going to heal it back up now. Do I play this? I don't think I even want to play that. Let's just, you know, swing for 8, 14, 18, 21 damage. No reason to give my opponent any more cards. This one isn't going to do it for him. Won't even kill my Wind Fury Harpy without any help. If he mind controls, then he loses. If he mind controls this, yeah, he just loses. And kills the 6/6. This was 7 damage. Well, no, he could have healed himself up. He could have lived for one more turn. Interesting. Well, I guess it wasn't mind control then. Haha. Alright, we're up to 6 and 2. This is a scary time. The only things that have beaten this deck were just dumb, spam the board with cheap creatures decks. Now, I want to talk about that a little bit. There are players in every game who complain that certain styles of play are like cheap or like, you know, don't require any skill or don't require any talent. And I apologize if I have conveyed the impression that I think that people who go for aggressive decks, you know, don't deserve their wins, or that they, you know, are cheap, or they shouldn't play that way. They can play however they want to, and I personally wouldn't play that way because I don't think it's very reliable, and I don't think it's a good strategy in the long term. But if they choose to play that way, and as a result of choosing to play that way, they beat me, then that's fair. That is life. I think that, you know, when you play a game, you have to play by the rules of the game, and like, don't play with lots of aggressive stuff and, you know, put nothing but bad cards in your deck, hoping to rush your opponent. Is a way that you're allowed to play. It's like within the rules of the game. So people who want to do that can go ahead and do that. I don't think that they're being cheap or that they shouldn't play that way or anything like that.
This is art.
Alright, well, I'm lucky I was first against this rogue, or excuse me, second against this rogue, otherwise this would have actually been 2 of them. I will go ahead and make a little bit of a ballsy play. We're going to go ahead and coin out a Raging Worgen. This is very threatening, because it threatens to attack into this and turn on Wind Fury. So my opponent really has to deal with that, because otherwise, at 4 power, it'll deal with any 3-drop she might play. The way she's going to deal with it is quite sensible. She's going to make a dagger, and then kill the creature, which is fine. So now, I have a couple of options. I can play the Ooze. Yeah, I think I want to make the Ooze. Well, let's hold on to the Ooze in case of Perdition's Blades and Assassin's Blades. We'll play this. Notice I cannot Power Word Shield this, though, because, can't be targeted by my own spells. I can play a Pint-Sized Summoner. Let's do a Pint-Sized Summoner. We'll do Pint-Sized Summoner, and we'll put Power Word Shield on it. Draw a card. My envision that'll be nice later. Rogues have a lot of good stuff. The dagger doesn't kill this. A combo to Eviscerate would kill this, though.
I'll put it on
Panda. Alright, so she's not going to kill it. But at the moment, as you can see, I can't really deal with it. Even with Shattered Sun Cleric, it's just not good enough. And Frost Elemental is unfortunately 1 turn away. Well, let's take a peek at my opponent's hand then. Can anything help me here? This? Well, sure. So the 2 of these creatures together can kill the panda, which is not great, but, well, could be worse. That panda was actually really amazing there. Like, insanely amazing. This rogue saw Eviscerates in her draft. I wish I could say the same for my rogue draft. And let's see what we get. Spellbreaker doesn't really help me. Damn it. Balls. Well, I could play 1 Senjin, or I could play these 2 things. So I'm gonna do the thing that puts 2 creatures on the board rather than the thing that puts 1. Because the more you can put on the board against the rogue, the more likely it is that something was going to actually get to live. And 3 toughness is kind of magical because it survives backstab. Now I could have played the Ooze and the Fairy Dragon, but that would have left the mana hanging over, and it would have left the Ooze at 2, which would have made it die to backstab.
my shield for Argus.
Thunder of Argus is okay. Because, oh god, is she going to Defender of Argus twice? It was okay, because as long as they were at 3 health, I could kill them both with both my creatures, but since she did it twice, only the Ooze gets to kill one. The other one lives, and she might actually go from my face, which would be a ballsy move. She's going to play it somewhat conservatively here. She's going to actually trade off. Ah, but she's gonna send that at my face. Okay, so she left this alive. Just a ballsy move. Because now I'm gonna go ahead and yep, I'm gonna silence this thing.
Shall not save you.
Allow me to trade my Shatterstone Cleric. Getting this to trade for that. I don't want to play this just to have it die, so we're going to go ahead and heal up. That's turn. Well, I have card advantage now. And the board is roughly equal. Basically, if she can kill this thing with her spells, then she's ahead. But if she doesn't kill this, I'd say that I'm ahead. Ah, she killed it. Balls. And in a really good way by putting a creature on the board as well. God damn it. So my arena life is on the line, and it's looking a little grim. A little grim. This is... God, I cannot believe how good this 4 health has been on the Brewmaster. That's just insane. What I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze the Brewmaster. And try to trade like that. If I can. I need a breather. I need my opponent to have a bad turn. So that's risky. I mean, we've seen games on this channel where I just keep on like being like almost ahead with all my good cards, and I just need my opponent to have one bad turn, and she never does. So I need my opponent to just have like a normal turn where she plays like some stupid creature, daggers, uses the Argent Commander plus the dagger to kill this, and then gives me the chance to catch up. But it has not yet been forthcoming. This panda has just been so amazing, and I have to admit that Shadow Step was really good too. When I played with Shadow Step, it wasn't very good. She's going to draw a card for half of mana, which I'm honestly fine with. It's better than doing other terrifying things. If she has another Eviscerate, she probably wins, because she can deal 4 damage to this and still have 2 mana left over for a dagger to finish this off. And that would suck. Holy Smite is really ineffectual here. Ah, damn it. Oh my god, does she actually have the Eviscerate? Nope, she doesn't have it. Okay, thank goodness. She gives up for 4-drop. Okay, so she has 2 4-toughness creatures which are a bitch to deal with. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm just going to play this, and I'm going to play this. So I'm trying to make her run into my creatures. And even though my creatures are dying, if she could just run into them, and lower this guy's life so the Holy Smite will finish him off and I can take a normal turn, that'll be great. If one of them could actually survive, one of them in theory should survive, because she can only deal 3 damage with the No Mission Venture plus the dagger, then I might be okay. We'll see what she has. So she needs like a backstab or some other way of dealing some damage. Dark-Eyed Dwarf, well that'll do it. And then this thing lives. And I don't have any Holy Novas. Oh, she has an Assassinate. Ah, fuck. Well, that might be the game. I really don't have any way to deal with this shit. This is 8, 13 damage. That's not going to do it. Well, let's throw the taunt in the way. We need to finish this off with Holy Smite. Play this creature to heal up a little bit. So this Darkscale Healer will take out both of her things. If I could get a Mind Control, that could also steal one of her things, which would be very important. Shadow Word Death is not helpful at the moment, because these are both at 4. This is a very good player, I think, Peptile the Rogue. I suspect she is, on purpose, buffing the No Motion Mentor up to 4. To guard against Shadow Word Pains. Little do you know, I didn't see any in my draft. Joke's on you. It is 4:46 a.m. Man, I really hope I win this game. I really hope I'm behind horribly, but I really hope I come back and win it, because if I don't, it's time for another arena, and then my sleep schedule is going to be horribly messed up. Okay, I need a top deck Mind Control ASAP, or else I lose to this. But if I get the Mind Control, I can actually have a chance of winning. These cards are just too bad. They're just terrible. Awful cards. So I need to get Mind Control. No! Don't you even! God damn it. Well, I guess it's fine. This was dead anyway. It was just a matter of did you kill it with a dagger or not. Please, Mind Control? Well, the Cobra's a problem because it will kill the War Golem, but this Dark-Eyed Dwarf survived. Well, I'm just going to play everything out, because I have no choice. So she has to kill the Cobra to stop it from killing the War Golem. And I got another turn to take a 1 in 14 chance of getting Mind Control. Fairy Harpy is not what I want to see, because it means even after I mind control, I still lose. Oh, she's gonna sap the Cobra. That might be the game. I think mind control no longer saves me. Yeah, it doesn't save me anymore. I don't think anything saves me. What saves me here? Mind control? I actually got the mind control and it does not save me. That is so funny. Well, let's see. I mind control this. I heal up to 9. I use my 2 creatures to kill the Wind Fury Harpy. She's got 4, 7, 8 damage. Alright. Well, we'll do it. Wind Fury Harpy. I can't believe that Wind Fury Harpy was so good. If mind control were nerfed, by the way, I would already lose because I wouldn't have had enough mana to heal up. So she technically has 8 damage. Let's see if she drew any source of damage here.
Well played.
Fuck you! Ah, god damn it. Jesus Christ! Oh my god. Well, we're staying up for another arena. So we had a couple of 6s here. That's not quite a win. So another arena is incoming. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. If you like the video, please like and or subscribe. And if you want to stick around for Boris' Happy Fun Time bonus hour, please do. What is this? 90, 110? It's pretty good for a loss. And the pack is Epic Mountain Giant. I don't think I got one of the giants before. What giants do I have? Ah, both Mountain Giants. Interesting. Okay, next arena. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be one of these. Ah, it's gonna be a Shaman. Well, if anything will let me go to bed, it's gonna be Shaman. So stick around, folks. I'll be back shortly.